Hi, I'm Margaret from Warm and Fuzzy Soapery, and I made a couple of soaps live on TikTok, and I thought I'd share them here because it shows the entire process from beginning to end. I made 2 different soaps during that live session, and I did split the video into 2 because it was well over an hour and 25 minutes, and I didn't think anyone would want to watch me for that long. Let's not be ridiculous. So here's the first one, and I hope you enjoy it. Hello. Today we are going to make some soap. I am going to make a soap that we call Cosmic Debris. Hello, Allie. We make this soap called Cosmic Debris. The last time we made it, we used a white base, and I use all of the shavings from, when I edge my soaps, which I do for all of my soaps to take the corners off. Hello, July. I knew you'd be here. I save all of the trimmings, and then I use that to make a confetti soap. We call it Cosmic Debris because it just looks like space dust in the cosmos or something like that. Last time I used a Fruit Loops fragrance. I'm going to use that same Fruit Loops fragrance again, only this time instead of coloring the base white, we're going to color it black. And I would like to play a drinking game with everyone. Not me, I'm not drinking while I'm making soap. But if you would like to drink every time one of my kids screams or makes a sound, or one of my dog barks, July says hello.
Take a drink, hello.
Take a drink, take a shot, something. Do something whenever you
Sip
hear
your tea.
a ridiculous sound coming from the background. Like my daughters just came home, which caused the dogs to bark. Drink up. So when you're making soap, first thing you have to do is think of protection. You have to wear gloves because lye is caustic and it will burn your skin if you touch it raw before it turns into, I'm not kidding, haha, right? Take a drink, you will be loaded by the time this soap is done. So got my gloves on, I wear glasses, so I do not need to put on goggles. I have my hat so that my hair doesn't get in here, and I'm gonna start. So I've already measured out my fragrance oil, and I already have my black colorant mixed in. Should I do the colorant first and then do that? Okay, before I put the lye in, do you think? Okay, so I'm gonna put my colorant in first. My colorant is, I used some of Mad Micas Wicked because it has a little bit of a sparkle to it. So I wanted to get a little sheen in there. And then we also mixed in a little bit of activated charcoal. So that's going to be the black part of the soap, the base, and I like to mix that in first so it gets in really, really well before I put my fragrance in, because when you put the lye in and you put the fragrance in, it tends to speed up the soap making process, and then you're kind of rushing around to get everything done. I'm on baby duty or I would be down. Oh yeah, no drinking with baby duty. Have a drink of water.
Have some tea.
You'll have to go to the bathroom every 2
So
minutes.
wondering what soaps you sell that could help.
Read that out loud.
I have acne.
I have acne, sensitive skin,
Sensitive
wondering what
skin.
soaps. First of all of the soaps are pretty good for acne. I would go with Rehab because it has tea tree and it has activated charcoal in it. This also has activated charcoal in it, but
Tea tree will help that.
the tea tree oil will help with acne. This is going to have Fruit Loops fragrance in it. That might irritate. If you have something with a fragrance in it, it might be irritating. I would go definitely with either simply charcoal or Rehab. Those are really, really good for that. Or maybe even
Wicked Garden might help.
Wicked Garden. Any of the ones that are unscented is something that I would start with. So I'm going to just take my stick blender, put it into my oils with my activated charcoal. You can't really see much, but mix it up. Mix it up a little bit. Get it in there really well. And then I always keep a thing of water on the side so that when I'm done with my stick blender, I can twirl it, get everything off, put it in with the water, give it a zhuzh, and clean it off for the next thing. If I even need it, I'm not really sure. We usually make our lye solution in advance, so I like to strain it. I keep my strainer here. How long have you been making soap? A couple of years.
Over 2 years.
Over 2 years. 2.5 years, almost 3 years. So I'm straining the lye solution now, which I don't know where the lye solution is.
I got it.
And here comes my trusty assistant, who will slide it under the camera. And my trusty assistant, that's John, my husband. So when you make the lye solution in advance, it tends to get a little lye lint on top of it, which is why we like to strain it. I don't like the chunks in there. So I'm just going to pour that through. And put this to the side.
Here's your whisk.
And I'm going to get my whisk and the spatula. And I just whisk. And what you're doing now is you're mixing the lye solution in with the oils until they have a chemical reaction which will cause a trace or an emulsion. And then eventually, after it emulsifies, it will go to trace, and trace is kind of like pancake batter. If you lift it up out of it, out of the batter, it will leave a trail. This is not even close to leaving a trail yet. So I'm just gonna keep whisking for a few minutes, and that could take a while. How long? Oh, same question. What is your favorite soap and chapstick? Well, my favorite soap varies. I really, really, really love the Under the Boardwalk. I also love Sharp Dressed Man. As far as chapsticks, I love so many of them. I love the blueberry one. I love cherry. Gosh, I don't know. I like the banana one. That's really good too. Every once in a while, I'll whisk and I'll just keep. And I didn't get the fragrance yet, so I'm going to just take this out. Zip it up with a little bit. I think I should put the fragrance in.
Yeah,
and then zip it. Yeah. I'm gonna put my fragrance in, which is, again, it's Fruit Loops, and it's a very, very yellow fragrance. Typically that will darken.
Just got your soap.
Batter.
It smells so nice.
Thank you.
Which one did you get?
Yeah, which one did you get? I'm just scraping out every last bit of fragrance because I want it all in the soap. And this actually smells, it smells just like Fruit Loops, the cereal. And now I will mix it for a second and just get it to a light trace. And then I'm gonna start to pour in all of my shavings. And I'll do it for a second, lift it up, and I'll move the stick blender around. Right now it's not really doing anything. It's emulsifying, but it's not.
Sharp Dressed Man is favorite so far.
I love Sharp Dressed Man, and I just made.
Got the sample box.
You got the sample? Oh, you got the sample box. Nice. So I just made Sharp Dressed Man body butter yesterday. There's only a few on the website, but I wanted to make it because I love it. Love, love, love it. And I'll zip it for a second, and then I lift it out and look to see when I'm at trace. And again, trace, you're gonna see it leave a lot, like if you have a pancake batter and you move it. I don't remember the name of it, but I got my mom, the strawberries and cream one a while ago. It was chocolate covered strawberries. We didn't really name that one. I just named it chocolate covered strawberries. That one, my daughter was hilarious with. She would get mad when she'd walk past the kitchen because she said it smelled so delicious that she wanted to actually eat it. I also don't want to get too many air bubbles in it because those will make holes in the soap. I don't want to do that. Oh, that's a pain.
Why don't you get the
stuff ready?
Stuff in there, yeah.
I should start putting it in?
Yeah, you don't want it to thicken up and not be able to get it in the mold.
Well, I just want to make sure that I'm...
It's emulsified.
Some kind of... What?
It's emulsified.
It's emulsified?
Yeah.
We talk to each other while we're making soap and make sure, give each other our opinions. What's going on? Okay. So starting to get to a very light trace, very, very light trace. And again, I don't want it to go too fast.
You don't want it to do that because you don't want bubbles in it.
I don't want bubbles in it. I don't want holes in it. I'm going to take this off, put it in the water, which I have a little bit of a mess there. I'm going to wind up putting my tray down soon. So now I'm going to grab my pile of shavings, which I've been saving with each soap that I make. I save the shavings, and I'm just going to put them in. Start putting them in and mix it up. And I always think that this is...
I have to go. I wasn't here long, but I had fun, and I'll be back later.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Are you shocked about the divorce of the Gates, 27 years of marriage? Well, I really don't care about the Gates. But I do, if you saw what I put on Instagram with Ina and Jeffrey. You know, if anything happened to them, that would be an issue. So I'm just going to take this much and start to fold. Should I use this one?
Yeah.
Fold it in, or mix it all in with the black. This part always makes me nervous. I always think I have more soap shavings than I do batter, but it mixes well. It looks kind of gross right now, but when we cut it tomorrow, it will be awesome. So I want each piece to be coated. I don't want any gaps. I don't want any holes in there, and it will look awesome. I'll just keep feeding it in and mixing it up, and then I'll put it in my mold, and we will have some cosmic debris. I can't believe that the dogs haven't barked and my kids haven't. Well, I can kind of hear my son screaming in his video games upstairs, but not enough to say, take a shot. You're playing along with the drinking game. Smart way to get, yeah, I don't like to waste any soap at all, for a few reasons. One, you know, it costs a lot of money to make soap. Not really, but...
That's 3 pounds worth of soap.
If this is 3 pounds worth of soap, over 3 pounds worth of soap, and I really, you know, it's still good soap. There's nothing wrong with it, except that I cut it off. And, you know, a lot of people get this one for the kids because it smells like Fruit Loops, and it looks cool, and, you know, they like it.
Would you get too much soap batter because of cosmic debris?
I don't know what you mean. Wait, would you get too much? What do you mean, Joel? Not really.
Well, you know how much goes into the mold?
Oh, yeah. What I do is I'm using a 10-pound mold. I was going to use your 15-pound mold today, too.
But we didn't have enough.
But I didn't have enough. I didn't think I had enough. Last time I made the cosmic debris, I had 4 pounds of shavings. So what I do is I weigh the shavings, and then I subtract that from the 10 pounds of soap. I know that my mold holds 10 pounds, and this one is about, 3 pounds of soap shavings. So we made enough batter for a 7-pound mold, because 7 plus 3 is 10. And then that's how we did the calculations. Nothing fancy here. I mean, I've seen people on YouTube do all these, like, it looks like you need to be a mathematician to figure out how they make their soap fit into the mold. We try to make it easy. Just weigh out what we have, subtract it from what we normally use, and yeah, that's how we calculate it. And
all right, throw the rest in there.
It's mixing. I'm getting it all covered. My husband's, come on, let's go now.
Well,
I don't want it to get too thick because I still have to be able to pour it. And this is the soap where we make the pour, and it just has that fantastic ASMR. So if you're sticking around, if you're looking for some ASMR, stick around for like another 4 or 5 minutes, and you will hear the glopping sound going into the 10-pound mold. I don't make 25 pounds of this because, frankly, I would be saving shavings forever. because I like it to be really, really colorful. I'm trying to just get it all in. If you can see the, let's get this on this table. It is just mixing in, trying to get each piece coated with some of this nice black soap batter. It smells fantastic. I did grow up on Fruit Loops, so this is a good one for me. All right, so now that I think we're pretty well coated, every piece is in there. Take this out, the big guy, and put that in the water, and take out my 10-pound mold. 10-pound mold, which is...
Look at those floppy sides.
Yeah, look at these floppy sides, right? So I will pour it in. Hopefully, no dogs will be barking because, let me hold on this way.
Right,
Hold it this way. It makes the fantastic floppy noise. Wasn't as loud as I thought it would be.
It is just straight nasty.
It does look. This is. Well, last time we made Cosmic Debris, we made it with
White.
white base, and I wanted it to look like a bowl of Fruit Loops because it smelled like Fruit Loops.
How do you wash dishes? I make soap. The dishes are the worst part.
Oh my goodness.
Shit.
I probably would agree if I was the person that was washing the dishes. I've heard a lot of people they wipe everything out as good as they can, scrape it out, which I'm scraping it out as good as I can anyway because I want to get every last bit of batter into the soap. I don't want it to be washed down the drain. And then after wiping it out, my husband likes to let it sit for a day or two, and then you can just scrape it off easily because at that point it's already turned into soap. Or
so you just use it to wash the dishes?
He just uses it to wash. Pretty much it washes it. I won't say it washes itself. Who am I kidding?
That looks like something that one of July's bath bombs would climb out of.
Did you hear that? I hope you're still there, July. John said that this looks like something that one of your bath bombs would climb out of. Like maybe a creepy monkey. Which that had me cracking up every time that little monkey popped onto the screen. What'd you say?
Put all skulls.
When that monkey was on the screen, every single time I just started hysterical laughing. What'd you say?
Someone asked, do you have to let them cure?
I do let them cure. They cure for 4 weeks minimum.
We use a pretty steep water discount, so.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I use
to lessen the cure time.
Exactly. I use a water discount so that it doesn't take as long to cure, but it still needs to cure. It still needs to dry. Takes about a month. And this soap is not going to get, I'm not a big piping person, so I'm not going to pipe on here or make any kind of embeds for it.
That corner, you're right.
I know this corner over here is a little bit low. That corner's a little bit low. Just trying to level it out. Usually, do you want to gel it or just want to leave it?
Yeah, leave it.
We'll leave it like this. I'm hoping that the black color stays and doesn't turn into gray. What is a water discount? Well, when you are making your lye solution, you
Sorry for asking so many times. What's the one? Are your soap dishes coming soon? Oh yes, they are.
My soap dishes.
Soap dishes.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So talk to this man right here and tell him to take a picture of it so I can put it on the website.
Yes. I'll have it done by Monday.
By Monday. See what he said? So Maggie just asked if we could buy chicken nuggets.
Maggie just asked if she can buy chicken.
Yeah, my daughter. So a lye discount, a water discount is when you're making your lye solution, you have to have at least, however much lye you use, you have to have exactly that amount of water. Some people double
For
it.
it to dissolve.
Otherwise, it won't dissolve. I'm pretty much done with this, right?
Yeah. Standard is 3 to 1.
Yeah.
3 parts water to 1 part lye.
Exactly. So the standard is you use 3 parts water to 1 part lye. You have to use at least a 1-to-1 ratio. Otherwise, the lye won't dissolve. You can really do some damage to people if you don't mix your lye correctly. A lye discount would mean instead of using 3 parts water, we could use 2 parts water to 1 part lye, or we use 1.15. Yeah, we use 1.5 parts water to 1 part lye.
We also use aloe instead of water.
Yes, making it so that, I'm just going to shimmy this a little bit, make sure the corners are good. And this way, I have no worries about the lye dissolving. And Maggie, you're welcome, I'm taking notes. This way, I have no worries that the lye is not going to be dissolved, and I can avoid things like glycerin rivers. If you use too much water,
should we do another soap?
We can get some glycerin rivers. Do you want to do another soap?
We have them ready. Anybody else want to see another soap?
Does anybody else want to see another soap being made? Yes, what are we going to do now?
I know your time is important to you, so thanks for spending it watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button and maybe share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this one. And for more content, head over to our Instagram and TikTok pages. The links are down below. And remember, life is short. Use the good soap.